FEMA's here. You know what FEMA just told us? We can't get you a phone. I have no ID. I have no way to pay for food. He has no way to get gas. We're stuck. So we have to sleep in a car that's leaking with the same clothes we've had on since the...
What's up, guys? I know that this is not the typical studio that you see me in. I am traveling right now, traveling home. I'm in Houston, but here's what I want to talk about, because I just put out a video a couple of days ago regarding this whole Hurricane Helene deal, and it's been getting great traction. I've been seeing a lot of people show their support and making donations, but here's what's really crazy is we're seeing this unfolding narrative right now that there's mainstream media, Washington Post, MSNBC, CNN, all of these left-leaning organizations, ironically, or not ironically, are saying that any report that on the ground in these places like North Carolina, and specifically in the mountains, or even in Tennessee, the reports that people are not able to actually get the help that they need, or actually go and support and provide resources because they're being blocked by FEMA. All these organizations are saying that those are lies. That's misinformation, and there are people on the ground who are reportedly saying in places like Asheville they're able to get around a lot more easily, and FEMA is not stopping all that sort of stuff. Here's the problem though. We have so many videos on the internet, on social media, particularly on x.com, of individuals stuck in the mountains telling us firsthand that this is exactly what's happening. So my question is, are these people lying, or are these people telling the truth? I want to share some videos for you right now of some of the things that people are saying directly. So go check these out and stick around to the end, because I want you to see some other things regarding the federal government that are extremely concerning that we got to be paying attention to. So check that out.
I love that.
Yeah. Confiscating everything. That we have had to beg for body bags.
Oh my gosh.
And funeral homes, Bennett's funeral home got us some too, locally, Bennett's in Conover. But there's been some other people, we had phone calls and said, oh, they couldn't approve it from the state. The state had 2,000, but they couldn't approve it because they didn't have no word that there was that many bodies to cover, because we'd asked for 500. And so there's no way to even do anything with body bags, with the bodies.
Gosh.
And they haven't even been able to get to all the places to recover the bodies.
Oh.
And they're griping about that. And so you got people that can't even, Lincolnton, and Statesville has, it's great. Hickory's been working, but they have to wait for the FDA to approve all the insulin or whatever. And the sheriff here, he was down here somewhere, I want to introduce you to him. He is a stand-up man.
Awesome.
He told them to get lost. They tried to shut them down 3-4 times yesterday.
I love it.
And he ran them off.
If you and your county want FEMA to get lost, the high sheriff can do it. However, FEMA will start acting like a baby and withholding.
And
so everywhere they're getting involved, it's slowing it down.
yes, and they even kept us from landing in 2 different places.
Oh my gosh.
For supplies. And they were turning planes around, not letting them land. Had all these pilots and people have been working non-stop 24/7 all week. And all these volunteers, some of the volunteers don't even have power. The sheriff's, his church is making dinner for everybody.
Awesome.
He has worked non-stop helping everyone. And this right here is the hero of the whole thing.
What's your
because
name?
he's keeping everything.
Nice to meet you.
The people that need it.
In other areas.
These motherfuckers up here.
Hey, buddy, I'm happy that you're coming in here saying.
Thank you for stopping.
Let's go to Hot
It's
Springs.
wiped out.
I'm a man.
We can do this
Go
tonight.
make a
You've
phone
seen
call.
them. You've seen them turning people away though.
Yeah. They've turned people away for the last 2 days. 2 days they've turned trucks and trucks and trucks.
That's where Jackie had to come back full.
We just seen water come back down here where they just turned them around, told them no.
Yeah, we just seen 2 trailer loads of water take that left.
Where y'all from?
Alabama.
Morristown,
Everybody else.
Tennessee, Morristown,
North
Tennessee.
Carolina, Pennsylvania.
I work. Yeah, you got them all over the country.
That's
right here. Give me a minute.
And that man had
FEMA's here. You know what FEMA just told us?
We can't get you a phone. I have no ID. I have no way to pay for food. He has no way to get gas. We're stuck. So we have to sleep in a car that's leaking with the same clothes we've had on since
So the more I'm looking into this whole situation, the worse it's getting. We really need to talk about what's happening in North Carolina specifically. I don't know if this is happening in other areas. I've only heard about North Carolina. My mom lives in North Carolina. She's not too far away from what happened. She lost power for about 4 days, but like everything's fine. Their roads were fine. But there are areas where that's not the case. Right now in particular, Chimney Rock has been told that their entire town is federal property now. They can't even go back to their homes. There are bodies that are laying in the water. There are bodies that are laying under trees and in the debris, and they can't get to their family members. The federal government has said that that land and all of those bodies are now federal property. The federal government is not wanting to identify any of the bodies. They're just wanting to bulldoze over it and not even count how many people this natural disaster, if you want to call it that, has caused. Furthermore, people who are trapped and who are getting shipments of supplies. There was a pastor that was going door to door handing out water, and the request changed from water to body bags. They need body bags, and the feds aren't picking up the bodies. They're literally leaving them to rot. So just imagine for a second, you have lost everything, literally everything. You have no food, you have no water, and your family member who perished is literally rotting beside you. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that the federal government is doing about it. You can't even get a body bag to put your family member in so that the stench stops spreading. Like, how is this America? How is this America? There are people who have been without food and water for 6 days. The 82nd National Guard has been begging to go in and help these people, and the federal government has told them to stand down. Something evil is going on in the mountains, and we really need to talk about it. We need to put pressure on Washington to get our people the help that they need before it's too late. For some people, it already is too late. Please share this message. Please share any sort of resources that you can in the comments below. I'll be making videos here and over on my main page, which has almost 2,000 followers. We need to get help to these people as soon as possible. If you've heard about anything else, please leave it in the comments as well. As always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts about all this down below. My thoughts, my prayers, and my heart goes out to everyone affected.
Okay, so you checked out some of those. Now, here's what I would tell you is also really interesting. So Friday evening, I was with a family member, and MSNBC was on in the background. Not my choice, but it was there. And what was interesting was around midnight, and I wish I could have grabbed my phone and recorded what was happening on MSNBC. Well, what they were doing was they were interviewing somebody directly on the ground, a victim from Hurricane Helene, and this guy was asking her like, hey, so what's going on? She was saying directly on this interview, it was around midnight Eastern Standard Time. If somebody can somehow go find that clip, I can't find it anywhere. And I saw it unfolding on live TV, and I was like, that is, MSNBC is going to do whatever they can to bury that under the rug. And to their benefit, it was around midnight, so people probably weren't watching it. But anywho, or at least not a ton of people watching. This person being interviewed was saying exactly what we're seeing being reported by these individuals on X, that they are not getting the federal help that the mainstream media is saying that they are. The person, the anchor, was actually shocked. The anchor was like, really? The government's not helping? And she's like, not getting any of the help that we need. It's all coming from local people, Americans being Americans and good neighbors. So you're getting, I wish I had it for you, and you're gonna be like, oh, you don't have the proof. Touche. I don't have the evidence because I didn't pull out my phone at the perfect moment to record it when it was happening, and I cannot find it anywhere. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. MSNBC, October 4th, Friday, October 4th, around midnight Eastern Standard Time. If someone can find it, please find it for me. Anywho, I'm going to show you a couple more clips. I'm going to show you a clip showing, for anybody saying that it's being taken care of, it's being handled, I'm going to show you a couple clips. One of them particularly is dispatchers. You're going to hear dispatchers in that area expressing how catastrophic the event really is. These are live dispatchers that are recorded. And then here's where it gets really crazy. I'm going to show you how the current administration is lying about how they said that they didn't take this FEMA money for these emergencies and use it towards migrants. Oh, it never did that. Joe Biden never did that. I'm going to show you a clip that shows that they are lying through their teeth, that they actually did in 2022 take that resource from FEMA, use it for migrants, And now that's why you have people in America only able to get $750. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris is boasting that over $100 million is going to Lebanon today, while people in America are suffering. So check that out.
24606, attack 14 is dead in the water. We're in a mayday situation. We have the AMRAP in front of us with no way out of this water.
We have multiple people, including juveniles, trapped. Are any resources available to send our way? Over.
I have a 13-year-old, 3-year-old in a house with no oxygen, no power.
Receiving multiple 911 calls about multiple fatalities, houses collapsed.
I need help getting people out of River Street. I still can't get them all out of here. 10-4, I'm heading your way. If they don't move any faster, we're all going to be cooked.
Says there are 25 families stuck. They painted an X in a nearby field, needing supplies.
Just going to give you a little update. I got more information. The daughter got rescued last night from the Subaru Outback. She's at Percival School. The neighbors saw her parents were trying to get out, and a Toyota Tacoma got swept away. That's the reason we need to get down to the house to see if they're still in the house or not.
My kids and my mom will be coming out to the interstate. I need you to grab them, please.
Where are they at?
They should be coming through the woods there at the 440.
First Central and fire and search and rescue on scene. Confirmed 2 10-7s.
Thank you. 1100, you copy? Yes, sir. You can get a hold of my wife, tell her what we're doing, and then tell Amanda to get a hold of Chase's wife, Alex. Copy that. I'm on the phone with Morgan right now. Stand by. Thank you.
Go ahead.
There's a 2,000-pound propane tank coming down the main channel of the river just past our location.
No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants. So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's emergency food and shelter program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
FEMA inspector.
Yes.
I have a dire warning to those that are going to take the money. There is a contract at the beginning when the inspector gets there, before he starts inspecting. There's a contract that the claimant has to sign. Practically illegible. The writing is so small that 12 years ago I had to use a magnifying glass, and that's when my eyes were good. In that contract, if you do not pay the money back, it is a loan.
What?
A loan. And even if it's just $1 or $750, if you don't pay it back, they have the right to seize all of your property.
That's insane. The $750 that they're saying that they're going to give people, that's a loan? It's in the contract to receive it?
Yes, there is a contract that you sign before the inspector starts his inspection. You have to sign off on it. But there is a contract inside, and they even for people that could not speak English, there was a translator that I would speak into it, and it would speak to them in Spanish or translate it in writing. And they have to sign this contract for the inspector to even start the inspection. If you take that money and don't pay it back,
Okay, final clip. This last clip is actually very encouraging. Dr. Phil, boots on the ground, going and bringing a media team, going and bringing support. This is what I want to see happen with people in the media. People that are actually going and being a part of the solution. He's working with Samaritan's Purse. Listen to what he has to say in this clip. I'll give you my final words.
Hey, it's Dr. Phil, and I am out working, doing some hurricane relief and recovery, whatever you want to call it. And all these orange shirts you see around and behind me are Samaritan's Purse. And let me tell you, these guys don't have meetings to fill out forms, to plan a meeting, to get something going. They have verbs in their sentences, they have springs in their step, and they're out making things happen. FEMA, all these other people are talking, thinking. No, not Samaritan's Purse. They're out doing things. I'm in a basement right now that's filled up knee deep at one point with mud. There was water over my head, soaked through the bottom of the floor into these people's house, bucket by bucket, shovel by shovel. It's time to shovel it out, take it by caravan up these stairs and get it out of here so these people can get back to living their lives. I want to keep this message alive. This is a bubble here. People in other parts of the country are living their lives because this is out of sight, out of mind. I don't want it to be. I want to make noise. I want you to see this, hear it, feel it, know it's happening. They need us. They need our help. They need our support. And most importantly, they need to know we haven't forgotten about them. Put them in your prayers, but also put them in your behaviors and let them know that you care. So, Dr. Phil, doing the work.
So here's what I want you to do. Samaritan's Purse is a great organization. I told you guys before to go donate to Convoy of Hope, another great organization, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna put in the link or in the description and the comments of this video for you to go donate today to Samaritan's Purse. If you haven't donated yet, please make a one-time donation at the very least. Anything can help these people that are really struggling. So go check that out. And guys, let me know in the comments. This is a story that's continuing to unfold. We're getting crazy reports of people saying that this is a human modified storm, that people manufactured this storm. Is that even possible? I'm trying to pull some stuff together regarding that, but keep me posted in the comments, guys. I'm trying to piece together these stories as much as possible. Why? Because God cares for these people. And if we turn a blind eye to those who are suffering, God's word's very clear. He doesn't listen to those who cry out for help. And so please help me by gathering the story, sharing this with other people. For anybody that's confused about the narrative, perhaps share this with them to at least give them a different perspective. I'm not saying that I have the best one, but I'm trying to provide a perspective that the media, the mainstream media, isn't jamming down our throats every single day. Subscribe for more. God bless you guys. See you in the next video. Take care.